and welcome along, everybody. Sorry for the delayed start this evening. My car's headlights wouldn't work, which, if anybody knows, it's pitch black tonight. There's a massive storm going on, and my car headlights weren't working. So I had to call out wonderful people at the AA who sorted things out. Cheers, Paul Sinclair. You sent me a, yeah, you did send me a whisper. What is... Yes, yes, Paul. What were you doing up that late? Thank you very much. It is on its way. I will add it to the wall of hats. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I saw that come through on my email this morning when I woke up. Right, let's see who we are in. Aiken Tosh, welcome along. Farmer Karen, welcome along. Farmer Kev, welcome along. Devil's Man 66, welcome along. Paul Sinclair, welcome along. Jesse Long, welcome along. Adrian Johnson, welcome along. Monster Cowboy Farmer, welcome along. Any new... I have not had any of the new equipment from Agritechnica. If anybody has any of the equipment from Agritechnica and wants to send me a code for it, please do. Sean Lewis, welcome along. Bad night with your legs. Did I get manual attach? Well, no, but we're about to go and set up the we're about to go and set things up. So manual attach, install it. Okay, I've now got manual attach, and it will be part of our game. Was there anything else on here that I thought might be useful? This might be useful to us. I mistook that tractor initially for a David Brown and then realized it's a Fiat. So I'm going to install that because I think that might be a useful seeder for us. Anything else in here? Not really, I don't think, for this. No, I think we're good otherwise. To wear on stream over Christmas. Fair enough. It is red. There is red in it. Maybe I put a bit of tinsel around it. I don't tend to wear my hats that I put on the wall, but yeah. Are you from the UK? I am, Alfie. I am from the UK. Good evening, King Scorpion. Hey, Sean Lewis, welcome along. Right, career. Realism experiment. We want to add manual attach wherever it's gone. Yeah, I am so pleased it's out. In fact, I am so pleased the manual attach is out. I think I'm going to redo one of my most successful videos from FS25. I think I'm going to do my top 10 realism or realistic mods for Farming Simulator 25 for next week. I've got a list of 8. I'm up to 8 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, with one honorable mention that I don't feel I can put in. So I need to go through my list of stuff that I've got on here and go with that. We're going to take the poppy off because we have passed that now. And not long now until we put the Christmas decorations up, which are on the stream if I want to have them somewhere. Yeah, there they are. Maybe we'll add to them this time. Maybe we'll add to them this year. Hey, Sneethy, welcome along. Hey, Mystic, welcome along. So, yeah, turned on the lights on my car and they just didn't work. How long's manual attach been out? 24 hours, I think. I synced it to Farm Sim UK last night. So, yeah, 24 hours, I think it's been out, basically. It wasn't out on Wednesday, before Wednesday night stream. So, yeah. Right. Where were we? I think we're looking to do our pea harvest today, aren't we? Unless something comes up. So we're going to go to 6 a.m. It dropped yesterday. I thought it dropped yesterday, Farmer Kev. I thought I saw it come across yesterday. I did get to work on Farm Sim UK a little bit last night. It's coming along nicely. Right, what have we got? Ooh. In the shop today. There's a Ford Versatile in the shop. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that AWS is nice as well. We do need a trailer actually for the... I wonder if that will work with the peas. What do we think to this trailer, chat? Would this be a good trailer for our farm? 27,000 holds 30,000 liters versus what I was looking at getting, which was one of the Bunning or a Bailey trailer, which is twice the price and smaller. We got to buy some pig feed. There we go. Pig feed purchased. Good evening, Loma Ranger. Too high for peas. Okay. Thought it might be. Well, this is the thing. Do I go Bunning or Bailey then for our trailer today? I'm wondering. Hey, Rob Abram, welcome along. This is my first time watching you live. I want to say a massive thank you to all the videos you do. I love your Kinlexes and your new old places. Oh, thank you, Rob. Manual Attach is not for Xbox or PS5. No, it's a script mod. 46,000 for that version of it. Bunning. Do you think we should go for this Bunning one? We don't want the extension on because we're going to do peas. This should be fine for us then. Yeah, okay. I can put the Michelin tires on. I don't want the trailer hitch. I want to leave it blue because I love the Bunning blue. It is absolutely amazing. And we need somebody's name. So who is it going to be? Ah! Okay, I think I can get this quite nicely. So we got to buy a cow. Oh, we could buy a Highland cattle. We'll go with GZ. Grosso, congratulations! You've been selected at random from the tractor drivers and above level patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subscribers. And so I'm going with Axion GZ because it fits. So yeah, there we go. And we will buy that. Yes. Okay. Right, we need to go buy a... Let's go buy a cow. Because Paul Sinclair wants us to buy a cow, so let's go do that. There's an ongoing drought. We really need to get the peas harvested then. Right. Now, can we get... Water Buffalo, Hereford, Limousin. Oh, I can't buy a... I don't think this this mod allows for that. We'll go for... Well, actually, what have we got? So, you are extremely good. Low, average. Holsteins. I think we've got a good cow. All right, we've got... Yeah, but that's not going to start producing milk. I think we do have a good cow to buy. So we will go and buy this one. A brown Swiss that is looking very strong. Yes. Okay. Cool. What's the feed like for our cows? Good. Right. And so you may be asking, what are we going to use to go carting with peas? And the answer to that question is this. actually saw this very setup in Norfolk the other week. Need to buy a vegetable pallet. We'll get that bought when we get up to the shop then. And we need to lease a pea harvester. Hey Armando, welcome along. Oh yeah, we do need to fuel this vehicle, don't we? We can do that on our way through. Howdy, Thefisherj, welcome along. We have manual attach. I forgot. We have manual attach, finally. Right, we need to go and get some stuff from in the shop here. Okay, so we need to purchase a vegetable pallet. Vegetable pallet, there we go. Like that, yes. Okay, and then we need to hire a pea harvester. Hey Boxball, hey Dark Warrior Dad, welcome along. Pea harvester, right, so we are going to customize this. It is cheaper to not have the crawler track. We do want the GPS mod. Let's get 50 on. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then I need a number plate. A N, oh no, A N 4 1 no. Oh my god, there is literally no way I could write that. A L one four F M R. Congratulations to AnalyticalFarmer. You have been selected at random from the tractor driver and abominable patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subscribers. And your name is being used for the number plate. We got with AL14FMR. Oh my god. Okay. Back and front. So yeah. Oh. Right. And oh my god, to lease this is gonna cost 30,000. Hey John Brock, welcome along. This field had really better be worth it. And we're gonna do this in under an hour, this field, for this to be worth it. Looking forward to Wickham Park. Wickham Park is looking very nice. Props to Oxy. That map is looking absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Gloxy 9mm, welcome along. I'm a little bit disappointed today. Today's video has just, it is the worst performing video I've had in ages. In the first hour, it had less than 100 views. I haven't had that happen to a video in a long while. I bought the veggie pellet.
Mystic Smiler asked me, well, Jeremy Manual attaches here. How happy is Virtual Farmer and the rest of the farm simmers on FS25? Oh, I'm sure they're absolutely over the moon. It's like handing a kid the keys to a Lamborghini and then realizing it's actually a manual and they have no clue how to drive it. But for the farm simmers, it's all about the realism and fiddly bits. Just imagine the joy they get from meticulously attaching tools manually, like playing an intricate symphony with a tractor. Sheer bliss, I'm sure.
See, once again, Jeremy understands. Oh. I would hype the last video you did, but I can only hype 3 times a week. That's fine. Thank you, Captain Biggles. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, hype. Please hype people. If you enjoy a video, if you really like something I do, hit that hype when you're on mobile. That would be awesome. TX32 on sale. Scruff does a roleplay series on it. What on? Yeah, Scruff. It wouldn't surprise me if Scruff did a roleplay series on Wickham Park. He won't have it yet. It's not finished yet. I'm running roaming style farm on Saxlingham. Lambo as close to his equipment as possible. Nice. You do know that Chadlington's outboxable. You can do that on his farm. I'm very much considering doing a top 5 British maps as well. Book Sinclair, thank you for the gifted sub. Who's that gone to? I can't see who that's gone to. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is bring that down, please. And Dreamer 286, welcome to the subscribers. If you see to give it a sub from Paul Sinclair, please give him thank you to Jack because he's awesome. It does just make realism better. I mean, it really does. And the part of the reason why I want to do 10 realism mods you must have, or 10 mods you must have for realism in Farming Simulator 25. It's because manual attach is out, and that list would have been incomplete without manual attach. So yeah. Currently de-stoning your combined field on Saxlingham. Nice. No, we've not got that yet, have we? We've not got the manual refuel mod yet. If you build the castle on King Leg, you get a crown. Yes, you do. Which I didn't realize when I did the build. I think you only get it on King Leg though, don't you? I don't think you get it on every gameplay. Unless you get it on every gameplay. Hey, Craig Hughes, welcome along. No, every gameplay on every map. Oh, really? Oh, really? Why can't I? Oh, I can do it. I can do it in here. No, I can do it in here, can't I? Yeah, there it is. Do we do that? Fine. Right, let's go. My Friday hasn't been too bad, except that my car, well, my headlights didn't work when I left work, so I got delayed this. How ridiculous is this? Look, I'm riding around in my crown. I'll tell you I'll put your name up on VFC, the sub was. Yeah. I'm not king, no. Oh, wow. What? One's Reaver. Reaver is not on my save game. Right, okay. King of the Peas. Right. Auger is out that way, so we want to head in this way. Try to avoid destroying any bee crop. Steering assist, okay. The other one's Victor Foxtrot. No, the other one's Virtual Farmer 2. Evening, Class 1 driver. So we potentially are going to be having a bonus live stream next week on Twitch and on Victor Foxtrot, talking Victor Foxtrot. And that is because Blood Moons is out for from the guys who created 7 Days to Die, and I want to have a go with it. So I think we're going to have a go with Gamer Dragon. Probably, well, no, on Tuesday night is when we're planning. The only thing that will stop it happening is if I'm unable to get all my videos recorded for the week, because Tuesday night is normally a recording evening, so I need to record everything this weekend. Is that better or worse, the yield we're getting off here? Precision farming. That's better. That's a better yield we're getting off here. We're getting a 90% yield off here, so that's good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Who's going to watch I'm a Celeb on Sunday? No, I have no interest in I'm a Celeb. I've watched my reality TV for this year, and I still haven't seen the finale, so if anybody spoils it, I'll be very unhappy. Howdy, Cowboy Farmer, welcome along. Hope you're not getting wet where you are. Yeah, well, yeah, I got fairly wet this evening because, as I said, my car, the headlights weren't working, so I had to wait for the wonderful man from the AA, who was absolutely lovely and very, very helpful. Got me up and running again. Replaced both the the two bulbs in the headlights that went. What car do I have? I currently have an Audi A3. Although, so I'm sitting there waiting the AA guy to arrive and help me out, and I'm reading through the news articles and read something very, very exciting. They're bringing the Freelander back. They're making a new Freelander that will be released end of next year. And that is very exciting. I very much would like a new Freelander. I won't be able to afford it, but maybe in 10 years' time, I'll be able to get a nice new shaped Freelander. That would be cool. Either that or my videos and my streaming and everything will finally take off after 10 years, and I'll be able to afford something nice. My work had a Freelander from like the 2000s. I broke it. I broke my Freelander many times, Captain Biggles. Part of the reason why my Freelander went for scrap in the end is because I broke it many times. These live streams on Saxy have been inspiring me to start from scratch save. Fantastic, Matty. I still have Clarkson's Farm Season 4 to watch. I have not got around to watching Clarkson's Farm Season 4. I will get around to that at some point. I was worried then that I was maxed out. We're getting close though, so we'll get that out. I'm hoping my budding trailer is low enough to fit under this without too much trouble. Whoa, that'll do. 30. We've got a New Holland TX32 on offer. Yeah, so we need to sort the pH value out, and this is why we don't have 100% on here. Moisture level is stupidly high for some reason. Considering we were in a drought, that's a bit weird. let's not waste the fuel. Hard to find a mod that's conflicting. Yeah, the only way I know to find a mod that's conflicting is to remove all your mods and add them in one at a time. The other way to do it that also narrows it down fairly quickly is to add half your mods in, see if that conflicts. If that doesn't conflict, add the other half of your mods in. And then if that doesn't conflict, you know that the two mods that are conflicting are in the two halves of the mods. So then you split them into bits and you start mixing and matching them, and you can work your way down that way, is the other way. Would love Oakfield Farm from 19 to come to FS25. Oakfield is awesome. I think Wickham Park is going to blow it out the water. I think Wickham Park is going to blow every map that Oxy has ever done out of the water. Because as I said, the thing that I think just makes maps amazing, just makes maps not only people go wow, but also play them for years, is when they're both beautiful and playable. And Wickham Park seems to be both beautiful and playable. It's why I think Kinleg has a huge amount of legs to it, because it's not only a beautiful map, it's a playable map. And that's the thing. Tried it, put 5 mods in, load save game, reload. Same 5 won't load. Interesting. Dromad is a nice map. It's a British map. It's a map that has been rebuilt for FS25. Yeah, I like it. I think Scuderia did it originally. It has been redone by Cavalier Roy. What I would like 6 Ashes to come to FS25. 6 Ashes is a map that I enjoyed playing immensely, and afterwards I found an area on the map where I went, I want to build a farm here. There's an area in the middle of the map that is just perfect to build your own farm. And yeah, I would love to do that. Hey Ben Johnson, welcome along. You can sometimes see an issue in the logs with mods. Yes, you're right, Joey Matt. Yeah, Wickham Park is gonna be immense. Oh, have people seen the announcement from Valve for the Steam, the new Steam machine? That looks awesome. That looks amazing. If you're looking at the moment, sitting there going, do I buy a PlayStation? Do I buy an Xbox? No, you buy a Steam machine. I'll tell you something. If Valve priced that, if Valve priced that at 500 to 600, they are going to make a killing. Because, and that will kill consoles. That absolute will be a console killer right there. Especially as Xbox have priced their next console at like £1,000 or something stupid like that. And not coming out for a while. And I think that is just going to be, yeah. About Wickham, Oxy's releasing stuff every week, Captain Biggles. If you want to keep up with it, you can either follow Oxygen David on Facebook, or you can follow FarmSim UK, because I repost everything. I repost as many mod things as I can find every day on Facebook. 38% full. This does look like an odd setup. And I do really like those bunning trailers. Wickham Park, sorry, yeah, Wickham Park is the name of the map. Won't pay £1,000 for a console, most will pay is 400. I think, so the thing to remember, Paul, that the Steam machine is a PC. It is straight up a PC running Linux. So if they price it at £500-600 for basically a console that can play 4K games at 60 FPS, when most consoles these days are restricted to 30 FPS for most releases, they are going to clean up, because players are just going to go, I can get games that are available on PlayStation, on Xbox, and on PC without the restrictions of the console guys, and bang, there I go. AWS, yes, AWS has had an oopsie in the last few months, but so much of the internet runs on AWS. I don't see that as a big issue. Yeah, for 1K you might as well get a PC. I think the cheapest PC I have on my Apex PC page is about $1,000. Hello Jack, welcome along. You'd be surprised, Steve. No, who said it? Craig, you'd be no. Yeah, it was Steam Fan. You'd be amazed, Steam Fan, of how much of the world runs on AWS. Or maybe you wouldn't be. But it is, yeah, it is a ridiculous amount. In fact, 1,500. Okay. So about just over £1,000 then. I knew it was either just over $1,000 or just over £1,000. That was absolutely nuts, Jory Man. But yeah, the most profitable thing Amazon does is AWS. AWS is the thing that Amazon does that makes Amazon more profit than anything else. You would think it was the shop. No, it is that. And because there was an interesting thing recently. So there was a story that came out that Amazon had laid off a huge number of workers because of AI. And the way that a lot of people ended up reporting the story was that Amazon were laying off a load of people to replace them with AI. But the thing about that is not strictly true. Amazon's problem at the moment is they can't get chips. They're having a huge amount of trouble getting processors and things like that to run AI servers, and those things are getting more and more expensive, and so they ended up having to lay people off in order to keep the profit levels of the AWS side of things high, because that's the thing that makes them the most profit. And so that's the thing. It wasn't that they were replacing people with AI. It's that in order to make the most profit from the AI side, they needed to cut costs elsewhere. And the easiest way to cut costs was to lay people off. Yeah, I don't run, my servers don't run on AWS. Unless DigitalOcean is subcontracting AWS, but I don't think they are. And my servers are in the UK anyway. I love this budding trailer with this pea harvester. It just, that just works so well. Yeah, at the lowest level, it doesn't hit the trailer. That's amazing. My version of Saxlingham is the itch.io version because it has multi-terrain angle. Are you going to sell the peas? We're putting them through a production. We actually bought the production. We already placed it a while ago. And I think we already placed it a while ago. If not, we're going to place that today. Because we want to maximize how much we're going to make from the peas, because we're going to go very close to a full hour with this machine. We don't want to go over a full hour. If we go over a full hour, this is going to cost us more money than these peas are worth. So we need to make sure that we restrict the use of this harvester to an hour. Happy Friday, chameleons. I am a happy chappy tonight. Cheers, chameleons. Only thing I don't like about this pea harvester is it's very difficult in cab to tell if you've got the header lifted or not. I am happy I've got manual attach, Mystic. Yeah, very happy I got manual attach. Now I've got to retrain myself to jump out of the tractor to detach and attach the trailers again. So I've had a year without it, and I've just got to the point where I'm used to attaching stuff in the vehicle, and now I've got to jump out of it again and do it. I'll fall back in. Muscle memory will kick back in right away with that. That will not take long. Do I like open buildable maps? Yes, Cowboy Farmer. I like maps that embrace the features of Farming Simulator. All the features of Farming Simulator, and that includes buildable farms. Which actually, so this is a question I have, because there is a certain type of video out there. Would people be interested in farm builds. Me going onto a map, picking an area and building a farm and showing how to build a farm and maybe a type of farm to build, that kind of stuff. And me going, I'm going to use this mod, and I'm going to build this. Hey Croft, welcome along. Sim Farmer is a fantastic farm builder, yes. Yeah, and it's stuff like his that inspires me for this kind of video. Hey Croft, welcome along. Oh, there goes my arm. Hopefully we are halfway through this field, because we are halfway through the time that we have this harvester for. Would like farm builds. It'd be cool if you provide an alternate perspective. Yeah. Well, also there are certain types of farm builds I'd like to do, you know, and I can also go. We can also do members voting and things like that. What type of farm should I build next, kind of thing. Because I'd like to have some more voting and interactivity for members and things as well. So I could put a vote up that goes, you know, would you like to see me build a dairy farm or an arable farm or a pig farm on X map? But dear, the press green arrows, you get proper fuel gauge and other things. Really? Because I didn't know they've done an update recently. Would like console-friendly farm builds. Oh, that's a good shout. Bingo, let your community decide the constraints to farm build. Exactly. You know, and we could do things like, you know, how much money for a farm build. So we could do a restrictive farm build for X amount of cash. Oh, hang on, is my trailer full? Yeah, we're max full. Right, okay. Turn you off. Ah, come on, connect. Only thing I don't like about the ignition is the Giants built it with a micro USB rather than USB-C, and as a result, it's not the greatest connection. If I had a second one, I would replace the connector. So 13,483 liters is the maximum the budding trailer can take up. Can I not get another one from Amazon? I could. I don't know if there are any left. Okay, we have not placed it yet, so we're going to do that next. So we're going to put our our packing factory over here. We're going to go with the small one. So here. Right. Spinnery, preserved food factory. Will this take onions? No. I would like to do some onions. Right. So this is going to raise the level up to the top here. So I want to bring it to about here-ish, I think. There we go. And then what we're going to do is pull the land out in front flat like so. Up here. Then I'm going to smooth all this down in a moment. Okay. Okay, and then we want to smooth it. Up here. So I'm happy with that. We've got a nice flat area. It then slopes down very quickly and nicely there. Yeah, that works. What I'm gonna do is I am just gonna take the size of this, just smooth that through there. There we go. There we are. Should have been sprung ignition switch because it's annoying having to turn it off. And yeah, I always leave it in the middle position. Yeah, a sprung switch would have been nice as well. I mean, I love it. It's not, you know, I critique it, but right, tip side grain door. Peas. And then we are going to do canned peas. There we go. So we can take 24,000 liters in there. So basically 2 full trailers. So this field should be just about perfect for filling our preserved food factory. And we might put a greenhouse in and start making some kimchi as well, I think, seeing as we've got that now. Are these petit pois peas? No, I think they're proper full-on peas. I do love how the fields look in FS25. I mean, this properly looks like a rough harvested field with the ruts and everything when you're harvesting it and all of that. It's great. Absolutely brilliant. Right, engine on. Is that down or up? Okay, that was up. Maybe next year I should put onions in here. I don't have anywhere to, well, we'd get an onion processor actually. Do you use the standard keybinds for the Hori system or custom? Is custom do I have a video or something on what you bound to which buttons? I have a custom layout for my setup because I don't like the standard setup, but I'd much rather go through and go, right, I want this here, and not every button on my setup is assigned. It's not the greatest assignment ever, so I don't have a video on it either, Pubsy. Yeah, because I basically go with what I feel works for me. Watched Daggerwin's latest video today. He cut down a massive tree and dragged them with super strength to the sword. My video today got no viewers, and I was doing loading up pallets to sell and loading them up with a forklift and not using super strength at all. Take from that what you will. I would love to say. Oh dear. But didn't laugh, it would make me cry. I won't change, Craig. And if I changed, I wouldn't enjoy doing what I do. You know, and if at this point I'm not enjoying what I do, then I'm not going to do it. So, yeah. It's just annoying is what it is. And as I've said, Daggerwin is perfectly, you know, allowed to do what he does and how he does it. To me, that kind of thing is the kind of thing you do behind the scenes when you're recording, because you have limited time recording. You know, that's something you do because you need to get your video back on track. It's not something I do to play the game. Exactly, Armando. But that's just my opinion. And I said, if he wants to do it that way, he can do it that way. But that's not for me. That's not how I want to do it. That's not how I want to play. Oh, thank you, Lone Ranger. Yeah, super strength is something that I would use off camera because when doing something it went wrong, and rather than spending a huge amount of time resetting it in a way that nobody's gonna see you resetting it with forks or anything, and you know that's gonna take you half an hour versus 30 seconds putting it back how it should be with super strength. You know, it makes no difference to the video at all. To use super strength to clean up a mess, but to go through and play is just not my thing. Just absolutely not my thing. Colin 31, cheers. And Dart Slothis, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. I will say the march towards 50,000 is going well. We are over 47,300 subscribers now on YouTube. If you have not yet subscribed on YouTube, please do so. We're trying to hit 50,000 by next May, and we're well on the way. Hey, El Franz, welcome along. Hope you had a great week. Are you still using realistic weather mod? Yes. We did have a drought on here. At the moment, I think we have a lot of water in these peas. Yeah, moisture level ideal is 14 to 15%, and we're at 61%. There was no hope these were ever going to dry out enough. So on your King Legs series, I'm surprised how many bales I got. Me too, Craig. Oh my lord, that felt like a fully fertilized, fully looked after field. How good must that ground be? We're gonna make that into a field. I bet I don't get as many bales off that next time I won't do that as a field. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to go in on row 5. Hein Schnippel. Thank you for subscribing. Whoa, I'm destroying crop now. This is what I mean about not knowing if the header is down or not. Welcome to the BFN. I saw you come over from Twitch. Thank you. Does anyone know, speaking, if the sheep building on Kenlick takes goats? Yes, it does. All sheep pens will take goats. Or should take goats. I'd be very surprised if the base game sheep pen didn't take goats. Love having a machining game that's right with DLC drop that can harvest both potatoes and onions. Yes. I like that there's 2 of them. There are 2 machines, chameleons. One of them is hidden. And the easiest way to find it is, no, not the build menu, is if you go into the packages and you go to onions in the packages. This Roper Keller 2, for those who don't know, does onions, but there's no indication. There's no indication anywhere that it does onions. It doesn't show it here at all. It doesn't say it does onions. You have to go into it and find out it does onions, which I am a little bit annoyed about. I think like this. So if I wanted 1990s equipment, this is all my 90s equipment that I have in here, which is quite a lot of 1990s equipment. Wow, I didn't realize the tally truck was for the 90s. Now look at all this. What have we got? 80s equipment. Oh, not a lot. Oh yeah, we got a couple of Massies, a couple of Fiats. 70s. Any tractors? Yeah, we got the case. That's not a 70s tractor. That's an 80s tractor. Probably an earlier. Oh, I mustn't waste my time with this harvester like that. That is not good. We're up to 0.7. We need to get this field finished. Should buy something from the 1950s. The only thing from the 1950s is the oil, is the barrel weight, and we already have it, I think. Well, it's my opinion on electric cars. Saw this debate today. Personally, I'm not a fan. Like it or not, electric cars are the future. Electric cars are the way the world is going. They are only going to get better. So I have no issues with electric cars. My next car will probably be an electric car, I would expect. There will come a time where petrol is just too expensive, where fuel is just too expensive. I'm curious about one thing I usually have. It said, what happens if you don't pick stones? It damages your equipment. There are options other than Tesla, Jorimar. You do not have to buy a Tesla. In fact, Teslas are some of the worst electric cars out there. I would say if you're looking to buy an electric car, definitely don't buy a Tesla. There are far better electric cars out. But a lot of manufacturers are dropping their EV production right now as there's no demand. There's no demand because people can't afford new cars. There's the car industry overall, the demand is dropping. Going to Back to the Future is supposed to have flying cars by now. Yes, we are. And I am sorely disappointed by the lack of flying cars. But then avoid the big question about oil. We've been pumping oil out of the ground for nearly 100 years. So ask yourself how much oil is left to be pumped out. That's not the question, Jesse. There is more than enough oil to be left to be pumped out. We are actually not going to run out of oil anytime soon. The problem we have is that oil is getting more expensive to extract. So while we're not looking to run out, it's going to get more and more and more and more expensive. And that's the trouble. Hydrogen is the future. Yeah, hydrogen cars don't seem to be massively taking off. I would have expected hydrogen to be doing better than it is if it was going to be the future of cars. Well, there's upcoming Scout Motors in the UK as an EV or ICE option, and 90% of reservations are for the ICE. Yeah, but America is a very different beast. America is very addicted to its oil, very addicted to its gas. The places to look out for is the rest of the world. I mean, you can tell the difference between how addicted America is to oil and petrol and all of that compared to the rest of the world, because the number of Americans I see who are surprised A, by the size of European and Asian cars, and B, that American cars can't even fit on our roads is insane. It's, yeah. My only issue with electric cars, you can't hear them as pedestrian like you can with petrol, which they are addressing to a certain extent. There is a certain amount of noise I think that electric cars have to make, and they're looking at ways that they can make them more audible, especially to blind and partially sighted pedestrians. Driverless cars, I also think, of the future, Lee. There's a big push for that, definitely. American cars have become more massive over the past 5 years. A Hummer used to be huge and now it's small compared to new trucks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I rode in an American truck while I was over in Wisconsin at the end of last year, and It was like driving around in a lorry. The size of the things was nuts. Driverless cars are a bad idea. Tesla are only good as target practice at a gun range. I could not possibly comment on that. I'm not a fan of Teslas. Well, it tried an electric bin lorry. The lifts were so slow they couldn't complete that. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, Craig, is that at the moment they're so slow they can't complete the rounds. That doesn't mean somebody won't create one that will do it. Yes, you can buy. Yeah, well, the question, Conrad, was can you put them in the sheep pen? And I think you probably can. We're up to 0.8 of an hour. This might end up being costly, chat. Are we going to finish this field before they charge us for an hour? The IM team bin soon. Well, I mean, even the YouTubers are being replaced by AI. I will say now, I don't think AI is going to end up replacing everything. I think AI is going to end up doing the same thing as every other tool humanity has ever created. It is going to end up being a tool. It is going to end up being something that we use every day to improve how we live our lives. But everywhere else, the oil and electricity really rely on each other. Well, but this is the thing. So I do recommend on TikTok a creator by the name of Mr. Global. He is a very neutral person, and he will politically, he's a very neutral person. He will give you facts. He will absolutely give you facts. And I have learned so much about the oil and gas industry, both in the US and worldwide from him. It's been amazing. And the idea that we're getting onto, that we're doing renewable energy to wean ourselves off oil and gas is not true, because we need the extra power output. So it's just it's not replacing it, it's supplementing it. Yes, Steam fan, and I'm finding that in my life a lot at the moment, that if I rely too heavily on AI for something, AI doesn't produce. If I use it in conjunction, if I actually use it as a tool, then it works. Then I get good stuff out of it. It's the old computer adage of garbage in, garbage out. If you use it as a tool, it is massively useful. And because we covered this, somebody, I can't remember who it was, I think it's somebody in the chat, pointed out the other day that I have been using one of my descriptions sounded very AI, and that was a perfect example of me using AI to help improve my stuff and then not reviewing it and going through and using it as much, so as I should. And refining what it outputs, and it did. I went back and read that description, and that description very much did not sound right. Whereas the descriptions that I've gone through and I've properly vetted and I've properly read through and tweaked to how I want it to sound are so much better. And yeah, coding these days, I use AI every day for coding. I use it to very quickly put together a piece of code that I am that you know would take me a lot longer otherwise, and I use it to build things. I have only been able to build Farm Sim UK in 3 months because I've used AI to help me build it. For me to have built that just on my own in coding would have taken me 3 years. And it is purely, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to sit there and see what the output is and make sure the output that it's giving me makes sense. But it's, you know, it's there for me to use. But what I do think, and the thing I think that would control the use of AI more than anything else would be for if AI output, AI artwork, anything like that, if that couldn't be copyrighted, you'd see controlled use of AI. The moment it becomes harder to make money off it without putting effort in is the moment that AI starts being used ethically. Don't allow the copywriting of AI work. And I think that would solve all the problems. I can turn that off because we're at point 9. We want to empty this and then return it. We need to plow this field now as well, and we need to lime it. Oh, is this all gonna fit in this trailer? I hope it is. There's more than about 2,000 liters. It's not all gonna fit in this trailer. Hey, Benty, welcome along. Paul Sinclair, last one. But don't get me wrong, I don't like Tesla cars, but I like the inside of them. They're a nicer insides of cars. Right, 11,000. Yes, this will fit. Right, turn it on, empty it out, then immediately turn it off. And we'll get them to pick it up from the field. Right, that is empty. That is empty. Fantastic. Right. We've managed to just... Oh, God. Hey, Red. Yes, I have been.
Gamer Dragon TV asked me, what's the meaning of life in RPM? Ah, the meaning of life in RPM. Well, if you're asking me, I'd say it's around 5,000 RPM. That's when a proper car engine really starts to sing and the exhilaration truly begins. Anything less, and you're just idling through life. It's all about hitting that sweet spot where power meets thrill, much like the perfect apex in a corner. Remember, life's too short to drive slow or to take farming sims too seriously.
That is very true. Although he missed a trick, he could have said 4,200 RPM. You know? Can you play me? Sorry, Stephen, this is a single player game. Right. Okay, we can now return that harvester. And that. Ooh, it cost us 3,516 in washing costs, but we got 11,720 back. I forgot we got money back for daily. Oh, we're using that mod, aren't we? Oh, we were all right then, actually. Would manual touch be able to be adapted for console? It could not. It would have to be built into the game, Ben. He would have said 1 million RPM. What do you think about electric tractors? Again, while they may not be perfect, no, let me rephrase that. They have their uses at the moment. They are only going to get better. I think electric tractors, the thing you've got with tractors is that they have to be usable for long periods of time. We have a poll. Could Thefisherj use a flatbed van or Unimog to run? That's not how you spell pallet.
Sometimes my genius, it generates gravity.
There we go. 1 minute. Let Thefisherj know what he should use. Cheers, Paul Sinclair.
Steam fan V2123 asked me, who makes the best Ramsey approved boiled egg, VF Gamer Dragon or Paul's Claire? Are you taking the piss? First you get a pot, fill it with water, add eggs, bring to a boil, then simmer for precisely 6 minutes. No more. Plunge into ice water. Peel. Serve. If you can't handle that, stick to ready meals. Idiots.
I think he dissed all of us. I don't think any of us got away with that one. Right, I'm going to leave that tipping like that. Do we have a plow? I don't think we have a plow. Oh, the Unimog took it. But only just. Yeah, that's a cultivator. We're going to need a plow. Oh, no, we're going to need... Have we got... we've not got a spreader, have we? We're going to need to do some lime first. Oh, yeah, we do. What's in this? Is this fertilizer? This is solid fertilizer. So, we're going to have to unload the fertilizer from this. Unload the fertilizer. Right, where can I... Is there a lime station or have I got to go to the shop? I think I've got to go to the shop. Alfie, electric vehicles are never going to be abolished. Electric vehicles are very much here to stay. I'm going to stop watching his cooking programs. Oh dear. September, October, November. Oh, we kind of want to cut the grass as well today. I know what I haven't added to this save game yet that I need. I need the Unimog attachments.
Gamer Dragon TV asked me, if aliens landed on Earth, which car would you give them to prove we're intelligent? Ah, that's easy. I'd hand them the keys to a McLaren F1. Just imagine the look on their alien faces when they see that central driving position, the naturally aspirated V12 engine, and the fact that it was built without electronics doing all the work. It's a masterpiece of engineering, pure and simple, the automotive equivalent of a mic drop. If that doesn't scream clever species, then nothing will.
I think that's a fair assessment. Trying to play FS25 realistically. Do I have any mods ideas? Exclamation mark realism, Alfie. And on Monday, I will be bringing out a video which will be 10 mods. 10 must-have mods for more realism in FS25. Because I feel that we've got 10 mods that you must have for more realism in FS25 now. Why do I have a voice record of myself? I see what you did there, Canet. I see what you did. It's not. That's the AI voice. Right. I need. Don't know if I'll be able to lift these high enough. We shall see. Lime bags. I think we're going to want 8. Are we going to want 8? No, I'm going to take it down to 4. Start with 4. What's in the sales at the moment? This is Combine Harvester. It's a TX32 as well. She's a little beat up. I have this combine on way too many saves. Oh. The FS19 starter combine. The combine that I had 25,000 people swear at me to get out of and start looking around the map more. How to pee a lot of people off. On a live stream. I actually wasn't allowed to do much other than play around in the combine. Was the funny thing, but everybody wanted me out of the combine. Yes, I did Sleepy. Sent the harvester back. I got a decent amount of money back. Oh, they're not quite working. That other one's gonna fall off, isn't it? Let's get it in there before it does. Oh, wow, one of these might fill this. I think one of these can fill it. Yeah. 4 is definitely enough. We definitely didn't want more than 4. I have a weight on the front of this tractor? I do, good. Got a farm sim joke, go for it. Got new pneumog in NH colours using the money I was saving for the new combine. Nice. First time actually using the Mercedes DLC apart from the dealer's lorry. It is, I do really like the Mercedes DLC. Yes, it does. You see, that's the other thing I'm gonna forget. I'm all right, you know, attaching stuff, but it's I'm gonna forget the PTO and I'm gonna forget the hoses. I was wondering why I wasn't able to run my combine and the worker just drive through throttle through the field. Turns out I already saved the game, but you still need to collect the PTOs manually. Yeah, you do. Why did Giant Software at Class Farming Sim? Did autocorrect do something there, Red? Why do I always sound drunk? I don't know. Do you ever have a problem of I have these 15 saves? No one's used it on all my games. It's too. Yes, I do, Alfie. There are times. There are so many pieces of equipment that I would love to use on every single save, but because I want to have some variation in what I'm doing, I can't. I just don't use it. Remembered manual attach, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I sound drunk. Do I sound drunk? I'm not drunk. I only got in from work like 20 minutes before I started streaming tonight. No. We might get a plow going on this. Correct. This is high every day. Bye, Graham and Co. I tried to be cool. I was never cool. I've spent most of my life being very uncool. The idea that I'm cool really is weird to me. Oh, do I don't have a GPS module in this tractor. Oh, we are not using this very fast. Why did Giant Software add the tractor company class to Farming Sim? There we go. I don't know, Red. Why did Giant Software add the tractor company class to their software? Because the game wasn't classy enough. There's an alternate answer to that. Because they wanted to outclass cattle and crops. It's funny, because it's true. Cattle and Crops was a game with a lot of potential. I have it. I have Cattle and Crops. I backed Cattle and Crops. At the time, I was a backer. It's one of the few things that I have ever backed on what's it called? Rodden 3000, thank you for the follow. Kickstarter, thank you. Rodden 3000, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Hey James, welcome along. Yeah, so whenever you see me stumbling over something like that, that's my dyslexia kicking in. That's my brain going, I know this word, I'm not going to tell you this word. And then me getting very frustrated because my brain won't tell me things it knows. How you doing, James? I hope you're doing well. Oh wow, yeah, I have overbought on the lime. I think we might sell the rest of that lime we've got down at the shop because we've still got over 900 litres here. How could I code websites with dyslexia? Because one of the superpowers of dyslexia is logical thinking, and coding takes a lot of logical thinking. Give me a logic puzzle. I am in heaven. Hey, Mighty 007, welcome along. I have had a fairly good week. I am very pleased with manual attach. Manual attach being out makes me a very happy camper. Yeah, look at that. We've got most of that left. We'll go and sell the rest of that, I think. We'll take this back down to the shop because I need to get a plow. And I think we got the money that we can buy a small plow. Farmers Dynasty is a fun game, or Dynasty. I think it's supposed to be called Farmers Dynasty. I call it Farmers Dynasty. But yeah, I played the first Farmers Dynasty game. I enjoyed it. I haven't played anywhere near as much as of the second one. Yeah, those were the days when everybody was seeing the success of Farm Sim and trying to jump on the bandwagon and make their own Farm Sim clone. And all of the Farm Sim clones that came out at that time were rubbish. Were absolutely pap. Remembered. That's still emptying peas. Yeah, so that was Captain Biggles. You are right. You are right on it. Cattle and Crop's big problem was that it was, let's be a hardcore sim. And as I've said many times before, the fan base for Farming Simulator for hardcore simulation players is a tiny section of the player base. Most people do not play even as realistically as I do, and I freely admit I play realistically to a point in Farm Sim. Most players of Farm Sim play it very arcadey, very arcadey, and as a result, if you're making a hardcore sim game, you're not going to sell well. James, so the reason why it looks quite close to an Oxygen David map is because Oxy helped make it. And I had that confirmed. Oxy was helped make Kinleg, which is why Kinleg looks the way it does. Well, not wholly why Kinleg looks the way it does, but you can see his effect on it. I played Lawn Mowing Simulator. Lawn Mowing Simulator is a fantastic game. No, it's. I think they still do stuff for it. I don't think they gave up on it overly quickly. I mean, most games don't get the kind of support that Farm Sim does. Yeah, no, Oxy did help out. Oxy consulted on the creation of Kinect. Which makes sense. If you got somebody who makes the most beautiful British maps, you're going to consult with them on making a beautiful British map. Counter Biggles, the same could be said about Farm Sim. Lawn Mowing Sim is all about building a business. It's not just about cutting the grass. It's about building a business. In the same way as Farm Sim. Farm Sim is at its best. Sorry. Farm Sim for me is at its best when you're not just playing around in tractors, when you're actually trying to build something. When you're actually trying to make to you know, create a business and create a profitable farm and grow it, is when Farm Sim is always at its most interesting to me. I mean, in some way we can get a list of mods I use. I am working on it. So part of what I'm working on with Farm Sim UK is a way for me to create mod lists, easily create mod lists, and so yeah, I'm hoping to sort that. Yeah, it's why I love the realism experiment, because the realism experiment is all about progression. It's all about let's start from this position and make something. We are still a little bit early for Christmas. I'm gonna have to make a Christmas playlist. Right. We're probably going to put a hired worker on this. Oh, hang on. No. Do I have... No, that's a chisel plow. I don't have that. I have the cultivator version of that. Yeah, we don't want to spend that much, really. What's the difference between that and that? I might go for this Lemkin. 14,000. Width of 2 meters. $14,000, 2 meters. What's the other one like? The other Lemkin. Okay, so this 16,000, 140 horsepower. Oh, and we can change to the slattered. I think we'll go with this for 17,000. Yeah, buy that. 2.5 meters, perfect. Try making a series with no mods. I do that whenever a new Farm Sim starts, Red. If you're interested in that, go and check out my series on Huten Pantai. That is mostly no mods. Too early after the 1st of December, go ahead. Right, there we go. Ready with the freeze gun. I will not, yeah, I won't be doing Christmas stuff before the 1st of December. I think at the end of this month, you guys are going to like the giveaway yet. At the end of this month, you guys are going to like the giveaway. I can't announce it yet. But yeah, we will be doing a giveaway at the end of this month. We will be drawing it on the 30th of November. You are going to like it. Very, very much you are going to like it. That is all I can say right now. More details to be revealed soon. I don't know. I don't think the shop does exist in real life on Saxlingham. No, in fact, the shop definitely doesn't exist in real life on Saxlingham. Any news on the season 2 pass? I would expect news soon, Bossman. The Highlands DLC has come out. There is nothing new to promote at the moment. So yeah, I would expect news on Highlands on year 2 very soon. We're imminently expecting it. I would expect it probably before Christmas. Highlands map is amazing, Cornish gnome. I really love Highlands. It's probably my favorite FS25 map. Okay, Reds, catch you in a bit. Ash Game Day, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. I'm intrigued with the mod red tractor that's in testing. Ooh. What red tractor is that, bot? Right, we want to cultivate this after it's been ploughed. Okay, so hired worker. They can get on with that. So on this side, absolute chaos. I have the Horry Farm vehicle control system, and then over here on the left, you can just about see it, which is looking up and down. Let's have a. Thought I had a walking setup. This is the Trustmaster Farm Stick X. Lovekin leg, but I need auto load to work with the cargo barge. No, you don't. What you on about? Yeah, if you want to get the Horry Farm vehicle control system for Christmas, I want to send the link over to somebody. Exclamation mark Horry in the chat. Joey Mars just put it in the Twitch chat. It works in the YouTube chat as well. Okay, so here's a question. I've been umming and erring. Would people like a Farm Sim holiday gift guide? Put together a few things to go with your Farm Sim. How much has this got left? I am going to disconnect that. I pull that forward a little bit to stop it doing the funny thing. And then we'll tip that later because we need the Unimog. I think we're going to go and get another new piece of kit. It does. Now, question I've got is the grass dry enough? That is not going to connect. I have to get out. Our yard is really messy at the moment. Let's go and get a front mower, I think. Maybe put a pond and do some fish on this map. When we buy the next door field, Craig, we don't quite have enough money to do that. We will be doing that, though. Yeah, manual attach. Yeah, I knew it'd take a little while for me to get that muscle memory back. Yeah, when we buy field 69 here, so that field there, that is going to be our productions field. So we're going to put a lake in there. We're going to put a pond in there to do some trout. We'll do a trout breeding facility. We'll get some. We'll get a greenhouse up and running. So yeah. Do I like the new budding trailers? Yes, I do, James. Very much. They are very cool. They're about as close as we can get at the moment to a Stuart in game, which is nice. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the buddings. I'm very pleased we've got a British trailer brand in the game. That is, you know, absolutely fantastic. You can't put your front mower on that Unimog front. Got a front PTO, got front 3-point. Scott is showing it off like the red tractor stuff we do on food packaging. So it's fine for slowing. Okay. It may be a helpful guide to some, maybe give your opinion on what's the best bang for your buck to invest in FS. DLCs and hardware and what's yeah. That's what I was thinking, Chameleons, is something, you know, stuff at different price points that people might like to have for farm sim. Said bang for your buck, the whole way of buying it we went through previously. I would also be interested in ideas that you have. If there's something you want to suggest, drop it in the Discord or you know. Simstorm, welcome along. I am still going strong. I'm still here. Mowers. Right, so we have, which one do we have? No, that one. So we got that one. I think the Nova Alpine would go well with that, wouldn't it? Yeah. Nova Alpine 221 is probably a better choice for us than that one. Oh wow, very tempted to get that attacher on there, but we'll go with the standard attacher. So buy that. Yes, okay. And we've got a windrower as well. So, but this will allow us to speed up our mowing quite considerably. See, front 3-point and front PTO. What's the true Realism Experiment and roleplay? Realism Experiment has a set of rules applied to it, Alfie. So exclamation mark realism in the chat. That will show you the rules that exist for the Realism Experiment. It is a way of playing the game. A role play, okay, a fairly obvious but unspoken secret Role plays are not gameplay. When I am doing a role play, I am not playing the game. I am using the game to tell a story. Realism experiment, I'm playing the game, but in a realistic way. And that's the big difference. Whenever my roleplay series that happens on a Sunday is yeah, there's so many behind the scenes things that happen and stuff that I do and bits that's yeah. Yeah, and there is a little bit of role play in what I'm doing here, but it's not a full-on role play. Full-on role play is a very different thing. You couldn't get a front 3-point on the older Unimods at first. They must have added them in an update. No, I've always had this front 3-point since early access. Because it was one of the things that I absolutely had to put on when we first got it. Or did I get it? Oh, maybe I didn't. I thought I got it during early access. No, I've got Cloud on the way, and we're going to turn this into silage anyway. I've given up trying to make because I think if we look at this is still going to be too wet to try and make hay. Moisture retention, moisture. Actually, moisture level is low enough to make hay. Maybe we do make hay. Yeah, maybe we do go around and make hay. It might work. The update you want for the Unimog is a 5th wheel option. Do they come with 5th wheels? I didn't think Unimogs came with 5th wheels. Yeah, very, very safe. Very true, very much. I should have turned on PTOs off. Safety first, chat. Safety first. The mod for moisture is the realistic weather mod. It's going to be fairly low down my list of mods for more realism because it is a little bit of a harsh mod, I find. We are doing this field twice as fast. is roleplay more challenging than realism experiment, Bossman? No. Roleplay. So roleplay is okay. Roleplay is very fake. Roleplay. I have £1 million in the bank, and I am doing what I need to make a good story. Realism experiment, I have a £500,000 loan, and that is what I have, and I have to make it work. So the difference very much is roleplay is all about telling the best story I can, whereas realism experiment is, this is the challenge. How do I make this work? Got no option for a front 3-point on older Unimog on console. Just got the one for snowplow. Really? Hang on. Because it has to be the same on PC and console, otherwise it doesn't work. So I have this Unimog. Configuration. No, it just comes with it. Not an option. It's just there. The option is for a rear 3-point hitch. The front 3-point hitch isn't optional. How do I see the rules? No space, Alfie. Exclamation mark realism with no space. Yeah. The front 3-point isn't removable. It's just there. And it has to be identical PC and console, otherwise you can't use it on servers. Sinclair. To me, like our plough is well across that field. Yeah, he's about 2/3 of the way across that field. Fantastic. Boom, and you're back, Big Boom. Welcome back, Reds. Got my head in the trees again. Whoa, too fast. Okay, Steam fan, what's the time? It's 10:30 already. Wow. Yeah, we need to get this. We need to get this tethered at the very least. Because if much moisture gets on it overnight, we're going to end up with not being able to do it again. Have I ever, or anyone in chat, seen a Unimog IRL in action? Are they this awesome build? I see Unimogs around here all the time. I saw a Unimog, well, you know the karting I was doing with the trailer earlier? I saw a Unimog doing that the other day. I actually saw a Unimog doing karting. Not seen one doing field work. I've seen them adapted for all sorts of things though. You mogged karting the other week? Yeah. I've not seen them doing field work, but it doesn't surprise me if they were doing field work. Yeah, they had a Bailey trailer on the back. Loads. What's in this internet? It's just loading. Is there a gap there? There is. We could put a roadway through there very easily. There's no gap here. We'd need to go there-ish, I think. Just deciding where I'm going to put my roadways when we unite the farm, when we get field 69. They can do almost anything, which was part of the reason why I wanted to get one on here, because it's just so versatile. When we go to sell the peas, we can just put the peas on the back of the Unimog. That's why I want to get, I need to get the attachers mod, because we want to be able to put the sprayer and things like that on it. Plus it, nice Alfie. Is it as useful as it appears to be? go and get a bigger tether than we've got. I have not put GPS on the Unimog, no. I've been trying to save money and we've not needed it so far. Look at that. Doing a bang-up job. We might actually get a different crop in there next year. Yes, Mark, the Mercedes trucks are brilliant. I highly recommend the Mercedes Truck Mod DLC. Highly recommend. It is absolutely fantastic. Use my Unimog for straying with a spare IBC on the back just in case. I was right, yeah. Yeah, stick an IBC on the back and stick a sprayer on the back of that. That makes a lot of sense, Boxwood. A lot of sense. If you fill the body of the Unimog with crop first, then attach your trailer, it won't take the floor sector, allowing for extra car capacity. Yes, I did consider that. We didn't really need it with what we were doing. But yeah, it does give you extra karting capacity on top. Quite nicely. And Wayland Timlake, welcome along. I apologise for butchering your name, but thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the BFN. It'll be a busy day for me tomorrow, taking the pup to the vets, haircuts and possibly watching Scotland game and the darts. Oh, Yeah, I am. So I'm probably going to take the twins to see Wicked tomorrow, or Wicked for Good tomorrow at the cinema. And we've got some Christmas shopping to do, and I've got a whole load of YouTube videos to record if I'm going to be out, if I'm going to be killing zombies with Gamer Dragon on Tuesday. So, yeah, I've got to get Sunday's roleplay video done, which I have the script all written and everything for now, so very happy with that. And I've got to record Monday's mod list video. And, yeah, then I've got to record 3 episodes of Kinleg. And then we're going to see how Forestry Friday does next week. Because as I said, this week's Forestry Friday is one of the worst performing videos I've had in years. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about it because it's got like a 2.8% click-through rate, which is appallingly bad. I mean, that is half the click-through rate of my average, or my average click-through rate, which is just appalling. Enjoying the Kinleg? Awesome. And then I need to start, I'm going to start working on tutorial stuff soon. Hello Marcus, welcome along. No time to watch Forestry, will do so tomorrow. Thank you, Father Dog. Yeah, it was a bit disappointing watching today's video just flop. It's rare that a video does as badly as that one has. I'm looking at replacing my older style fast track on Kinleg. Don't know whether I should look at getting a case tractor, an NHTH, which will dump my field machines to the next level. Do I get a Unimog or a bigger fast track? Ooh, those are all very nice choices, Steam fan. Which one makes you smile? Would be my response. Which of those makes you smile? It is fantastic with these mowers. Absolutely brilliant. Why won't it disconnect it? No, I want to disconnect the mower, please. Do I have to unfold it? What Friday video, a little boring, but because you're just doing a sell-off. Yeah. Although it was to me it was an interesting sell-off. Huh. There it is, fully down. That's weird. I can't detach that mower. Well, you're back with Kinleg. Wherever the show, don't miss it. So my Kinleg Let's Play series is every Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's try putting the rear mower in first. Rear mower is on. Oh. Well, that's weird. Have we found a bug with manual attach and the front 3-point on this? I'm gonna have to leave the front 3-point on for now, or the front mower on for now. By the looks of things, we found something. That we have. I also very aware at the time we may have to see if this is still dry enough next time, I think, because it is 10 to 10. It's gone 20 to 5. So I am going to back this up and we're going to finish things off here. If we're lucky, the grass will stay dry enough that we can do that next time. But it is beginning to get dark on here. So I'll be me too, Future, me too. Reset the front motor. What, as in? Yeah, we've got enough time actually to try this. So what I can do. No, I can't get that detached. We'll have to have a go with that next time. Right, we'll leave our tractor out there ploughing. He can continue on next time. And close the front door here. And there we go. Forge Friday. Thank you, John. Yeah, if you can, if you're on YouTube, please head over and check out today's Forge Friday video. I'd be very, very grateful. On Twitch, we're going to go and raid somebody. Let me just save game. And then we can say our thank yous and go on. We've got an ad break in progress, so we've got a little while that I can talk through stuff. let's go with somebody who I've not raided in a little while. Just Peachy Gaming is where we're going to go and raid, so we'll head over to him tonight. Before we do that, I've got a couple of thank yous to say. Huge thank you to Paul Sinclair for your gifted sub. You are awesome. And that's everybody for this evening. So thank you everybody for joining me. Yes, as always, please go check out my videos. I will have tomorrow is the second supercut from Galcomp Park Farm. If you want to go and relive episodes 13 through 24 of that series, please go check that out. That will be premiering from 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And if you haven't checked out the first supercut from that series, that is available now on over on YouTube. Sunday will be the second episode of Legacy Acres, my new roleplay series based around Saxlingham. Go check that out. We've got Jack is trying to sort out the machinery on the farm so that he can get the first harvest done. So yeah, go and check that out. And yeah, I'll be back on Sunday evening from 8 p.m. where we'll be doing more realism experiment on here as well. So come join me for that. For now though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this live stream. If you are over on YouTube, please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Massive thank you to all of my patrons, my YouTube channel members, and my Twitch subscribers. You guys are amazing. You not only help to keep things going around here, but you help it all to grow as well. So thank you so much for your support. If you've yet to follow on Twitch, or importantly subscribe on YouTube, please do so you never miss a video or live stream from me, and help us hit that 50,000 subscriber goal by May next year. Would be greatly appreciated, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.